Uh, do you get a bunch of requests from fans, from Facebook and?
Yeah, well, generally, I friend pretty much everybody on my Liz Enthusiasm account, and then my personal account, I only accept things from people I've actually, met in person.
Right. Okay. Casson's. You said that Casson's still coming from the airport, and Sean, I guess, is getting a bite to eat.
Yeah, yeah. He didn't actually get Jason's text about this interview, and he had already left to get some food. So
yeah, because
we haven't had. Yeah, well, I had breakfast, but he hadn't had breakfast. So he's sick, so he needs to take care of himself.
Last year I went over some of the typical questions that you guys have probably been asked a million times. So I'll just jump right into the hard stuff.
Cool.
So I've been like a lot of your fans. I've been following your tour this year. Virtually online, YouTube and through your website. But Kasson was absent.
Yes.
What's the story there?
He's just so busy at work. Like, he couldn't take any more vacation time. So, and I mean, we did a ton of touring this year. So, I mean, Sean and I are both freelancers, so we can kind of come and go as we need to. But yeah, he was super duper tied up. So, we brought in a friend of ours who's in Sean's other band, this guy, Seth, aka Bananas Foster. And so, yeah, he's sort of like, he started out as sort of our temporary fill-in, and now he's more of the permanent guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So he's going to be part of the band.
Yeah.
So is he a creative collaborator too now?
Not yet. Although, I mean, it could grow into that. Like, the new album is pretty much Sean and I, but there has been some talk of him contributing ideas here and there. I mean, I think we're kind of changing things up in how we do, like how we're performing the songs before we actually, release them. Like, before, it was like we would have songs and we would record them and then we would play them live. And now we're kind of doing it where we record a demo or something, and we kind of try it out live and see, like, what parts work, don't work, could be improved. And so I think it's kind of the way more bands do it, I think.
So you're writing it in the vein of, or trying to think for, like, how it would be performed live, or?
Not that so much, but just kind of like, we'll write the song and then, do a demo and, perform it. And well, all right, for an example, like, sometimes our songs before, we would, they would be all recorded and everything, and then we kind of play it live, and like, it was just kind of lacking a certain energy that, it's kind of different. Like, when you listen to an album, it's definitely, you can get more subtleties, and once you play something live, it's like, it may not come across exactly. So in a lot of cases, we actually have different versions of, songs that, are on the album, and then we do like a different version that we use when we play live.
Yeah. You touched on some things that I've already.
Okay.
I've touched on.
Yeah, this is just a very long answer to your question.
No. I'm making notes so I can get back to him if I forget. Because you mentioned Seth Damascus Kennedy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But now he's Bananas Foster.
Bananas Foster is because of Foster's Home of Imaginary Friends, or?
You really want to know how it happened?
Yeah, sure.
We were at a Bennigan's restaurant in Florida, which was terrible. It was really gross. But there was one of those little menu cards on the thing, and it had Bananas Foster on it. And we're like, Seth, that's your name.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my name.
So now you have two band members named after food items.
Yeah, well, actually, if you count Creme Brulee, he's kind of three. He's the guy, he was another sort of temporary fill-in guy. He actually played the first packs that we played, because when Kasson couldn't come out to that one, he filled in for that one. Like, he's toured with us a bit. It's weird, like, we kind of have this sort of, not exactly a rotating cast of characters, but there's definitely like certain fill-ins that we use. Like, actually, for this show, Seth, aka Bananas Foster, is the best man at his friend's wedding this weekend. So we brought out another guy to play drums. Yeah. Okay. So Michael Diamonds is drums.
Michael Diamonds?
Michael Diamonds, yes. Plural.
So you mentioned about Seth and Michael and Creme
Creme
brulee.
brulee, yeah.
Are there any other members of the?
Those are kind of the three main people that we've been using for a while.
Okay, and so you know Seth from Sean's other band.
Yeah, like Seth and Sean went to high school together. Like they've known each other for a million billion years. And I mean, yeah, we've like lived together and stuff. We've been roommates, and yeah, so we go way back too.
Oh, how do you know the other guys?
The other dudes. Okay, Creme Brulee is they're just like friends of ours, really. Actually, well, Creme Brulee and Michael Diamonds are in a band together called Boy and Static. And so we've actually toured with them. Like the whole thing of it was like they would sort of be our backup guys, but they also, they opened for us. So like they were their own band. And then so it made it kind of easy because it was sort of like a little self-contained unit. It's like, four of us traveling together,
right,
equaling two bands. And yeah, it was good.
No big tour bus, just going in the car.
No, we rent our ideal tour vehicle is a Sienna LE because that's like you can fit 5 people very comfortably, and like we don't have that much gear, so
okay.
So yeah, no big vans for us.
Listen to the albums chronologically. For at least for me, the sound seems to have developed and become more sophisticated over the years. The tunes, the tunes from some of the first albums are still some of my favorites because they're really simple but really catchy.
Mm-hmm.
But future perfect. Maybe it should have been future cubed.
Sometimes we do that, yeah.
But it's a little bit more complicated sound wise. I mean, it seems completely different from all the other albums.
It's kind of a progression. It's weird. Like if you look at the difference, like if you look at the 3 albums in a row, then like you can kind of see, but like the jump from the first album to the third album is a bit like, it's like, wow, there's a lot. You kind of need the second album to kind of understand it a little more, or like, put it in perspective, maybe.
Well, do you think that the sound became more complicated just because of the new toys that the technology over the years, or that you guys just became more experienced? Or?
No, I mean, I don't think it's an experience thing. Like, I think initially the point of the band was to keep things really simple, and like everything was kind of done on the QI70, like just QI70 and vocoder. And then for the second album, like there was, it was basically QI70 and vocoder, but Kasson did a lot of stuff. Like it didn't come directly from the QI70. Like he did a lot of, stuff to it on the computer. And then for the third album, like the songs were written on the QI70, and there is still a little QI70 on there, but we brought more stuff in. Like basically he just kind of ran out of options. Yeah, it was like, we kind of like did everything we could do with the QI70. So.
Oh, okay. You guys still write with it?
Less so now, but a little bit still. I mean, there is going to be some, like actually Sean got his own QI70. So,
okay.
So yeah, it'll still be around. Just kind of,
I just thought with all the other sequencer software, on computers and everything, that would kind of obsolete.
Well, I mean, it's a choice, it's
No.
That's like it's kind of our thing, so we're not going to abandon it totally.
Well, I actually saw on a YouTube video about one of your concerts how Sean is quite an accomplished guitar player. I mean, he was really shredded.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
that's his little dirty secret.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I have some follow-up questions about some of the other dirty little secrets, but that's going to be off. So why doesn't he play on Freezepop, or does he do that when he's writing for other gigs, or?
Well, we bring it in on a couple songs here and there, but I mean, we're mostly an electro pop band, so.
Oh.
So yeah, I mean, it's sort of a stylistic choice, I guess.
And Sean kind of makes his living writing music for jingles and other.
Yeah, mostly like internet-based stuff. Yeah.
Does he play the guitar on those things?
Sometimes.
Okay.
If he needs to. I mean, he does do play guitar in his other bands and stuff too. So.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
So since I found out that he could totally shred on the guitar, does he actually play Guitar Hero?
Not really. No. The thing is, drummers are good at that game because it's like a rhythm-based thing. It really has nothing to do with how well you play guitar.
Really? Because I was trained to be a rock star, and I thought it was a rock star's simulator.
Well, I mean, drummers can be rock stars too,
Uh, uh, um, so let's see. Oh, Harmonix, of course, gave you guys a big break.
Yeah.
Because you've been on every guitar game, but Harmonix chose to omit you starring on Rock Band 2, and you're not present at all on Rock Band Beatles.
I know, what's up with that?
I know.
Actually, no, when that was Kasson announced that, I was like, are we going to have a song?
Nice. But you guys didn't get on Rock Band 2, right? Even as an add-on or?
Actually, this weekend. So actually, I guess the big announcement came out yesterday or whatever, but we have some DLC stuff coming out.
Oh, okay.
I think it's going to be released this week or something.
Well, since you didn't get on to Rock Band 2 and some of the other games.
Yeah, we didn't really have any new songs ready at that point, and it kind of seemed like we didn't really have anything appropriate in our back catalog, and we just, we hadn't, like, we attempted writing some new stuff, but nothing was really either like fitting the bill or like would have been ready when we needed it to be. So yeah, so we just decided to hold out for the DLC.
Oh, okay. Because I had thought that since Harmonix is now big, it's like, oh, we don't need Freezepop anymore.
No, they're very supportive of their employees' bands. So yeah, I mean, hopefully that will continue the relationship, even though Kasson is not officially in the band or leaving the band. Did you not know that?
Well, that was one of my questions.
Oh, okay.
Was like, because Kanson's so busy and you're touring without him, all that sort of thing. Is he now no longer?
Oh yeah. We made an announcement like a couple months ago. Yeah, he's really busy, and it kind of got to the point where like his involvement with the band was all the really unfun stuff, like doing our taxes and conference calls, and so he just now that we're working on the new album, it kind of we're talking about like record deal stuff, and he sort of saw it as his time to kind of step out, and so
what are there any, because you guys are all friends and everything like that.
Oh yeah.
Is there, but you guys did stuff from 10 years ago. Is there any kind of legal or copyright issues with that he's leaving and you performing his stuff, or royalties or anything like that?
No, I mean, it's going to be sort of a complicated process, like, because we have the partnership together, and but I mean, there's still going to be money coming in from that end of things. So yeah, we're going to have to figure out how to kind of go on from here and like how to disentangle. Like, he's probably going to stay a partner because there is all that, back catalog stuff. But yeah, we're basically going to have to figure out how to split up the finances between the new stuff and the old stuff, basically.
So because if he's not officially a member, is he playing with you guys tonight?
He is, yeah. These shows are his last ones with us. Like tonight and tomorrow we have a club show. So yeah, it's going to be kind of his send off.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Now I have to go.
Yeah, you do.
Well, I told my wife I was going to go. She's like,
we're going on first tonight. We're only going on at like 9:30 or something.
Oh,
so, yeah, it won't be super late.
You mentioned about doing the taxes and some of the business side of stuff. Did you ever get your Quicken stuff figured out?
No, it's terrible. I just sort of like forgot about it. I really need to do it. It's very bad. Like, my friend was like, she's an accountant. She's like, I'll show you, and I still need to get her over. And no, I'm done. So bad.
Because you're busy life.
I'm busy, and B, it's something I just really do not want to do. So I've just been putting it off.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure next time, like next year at tax time, I'll be kicking myself for putting it off for so long. But whatever.
Yeah. I'm probably jumping around a little bit.
That's okay.
Like I said, I wrote this on the word processor so I could shuffle the questions around into a nice little segue. But
whatever.
Yeah. So you guys released a track on the internet called "Only You," which is a cover of one of your friends. Or is it?
Oh no, it's by Yaz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like 80s classic.
Well, yeah, it was really catchy, but it was only released on the internet that I know of. Is it going to be? Are you going to do any other covers, or is that going to be released in an album? Or?
It was released on like a local compilation. I don't even know if they're like for sale anywhere.
How long did it take? Since it was a cover, how long did it take to write?
Well, I know Sean and a friend of ours did, a good deal of production on it, but um, I mean, my part was easy. I just went in and sang the words, and that was, I didn't even have to write anything. So.
Oh, but so it was done in a day.
Well, no, I mean the boys worked on it, longer than that, like a week or two, maybe something like that.
What? So, uh, what equipment is well? hmm, Uh, so, so mostly it's Sean pretty much producing music now.
Now it is, yeah. I mean, for the new album.
So, what equipment does he have in his studio? What does he use?
Oh, he's got a ton of stuff. Um,
Or do you even know? Can you comment on
he's got a lot of keyboards. Yeah, I don't even
it?
know. Sorry.
No,
He's got like 5 million of them.
well, this question's for you though. Well, what about the lyrics? Because I know that you write most of the lyrics, but do you write them first and then put them to music, or you present it with the music, then you have to come up with
Well, the way we used to do it is that I would write lyrics and give them to Kasson, and he would sort of fit them into songs that he had written. Now, like, things generally got a little more collaborative over the years, where like they're kind of bouncing back and forth, and like the boys would pass back and forth. Now, I mean, well, there's kind of a shift now that, Casson was really worked very slowly, and I kind of worked very slowly. But Sean is really like he's just banging the songs out left and right. Like it's a very different kind of way of working. Like he's just doing a lot of demos, and not obviously not all of them are going to be used, but like I kind of need to step up a lyric writing a bit, which is tough because I'm not, that's not really the way I work. But I mean, actually, Sean is writing a lot of lyrics now too. So, or I mean, it's kind of more collaborative where we're passing things back and forth.
Okay. Well, like some of the topics of some of the songs seem like it's an observation of life. Like Shark Attack, I assume, came out of watching an episode of Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, well, that was actually Casson wrote that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did he watch Wheel of Fortune? Was that an actual puzzle?
I don't even know. That's a brilliant song. That song is really. I like that song because it's really stupid, but it's not like.
Oh, you have to listen to it a few times to figure out what it's about, what the topic is.
Yeah, it's like really stupid, but it's like the joke doesn't really get old, I guess. Yeah. Anyway.
But going into lyric writing, all that sort of thing, is it? Do you guys find just topics or innocuous things and like, oh, that would be a good song title, or oh, that's a clever spin on something? What?
Yeah, like it just the inspiration just kind of strikes you, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wish I knew a little better how it happened, or else I'd have an easier time writing more stuff. But
well, some people, like artists or whatever, they have a little notebook. Like, oh, that's a great idea. Do you
like I'll write things down. Yeah, I don't know. It's generally I like our songs generally have a certain mood to them. They're kind of like cute, fun, and not especially deep. Although we do have some more serious songs. So I don't know. It's kind of I guess the challenge is really like writing something that sounds freeze poppy, but is also not. I don't know, like it shouldn't seem like too easy. Like like we wrote a computer program to write more of our songs.
Yeah, I was just curious. Because like comedians are always talking about the source for their material is just what they see around it, observational humor, and so some of the things I just figured is like, wow, how did they come up with that? They must have been just over watching something. So let's write a song about that.
Yeah, it's just kind of like things happen, and or like you hear these words, and you're like, oh, that would be pretty good, and yeah, it just kind of happens.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you already talked about Casson. That's one of the other questions I had. Now for some of the off the wall questions, because last year I tried to do some of that and I couldn't. I was trying to come up with some new ones.
Okay.
So these are. So, what is your favorite TV show? And other than Battlestar Galactica, for Sean, but he's not here.
Well, I was really into Battlestar Galactica too, which is weird because like I'm totally not into sci-fi anything, and I just kind of got hooked on it.
Yeah, my wife too is like, because how we get hooked on shows is we watch the DVD something. It's like, oh, now we're hooked.
That's what happened to us. Like our friend gave us the DVD for Christmas one year, like first season, and I was like, whatever. Like, yeah, Merry Christmas.
Yeah. My wife said she came home with Battlestar. And I was like, you want to watch Battlestar? And but so now she's like totally hooked.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, Sean started watching it and I was like in the room and I was like, whatever. And like I was like, oh, this is actually good. And like, yeah, it really sucks you in. So yeah, we're very sad about the demise of that. But other than that, I don't know. Like I used to really like Arrested Development. It's good. Speaking of long gone shows. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really watch too much TV. Battlestar was kind of it. I mean, 30 Rock, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, thought that.
And I watch like really bad shows, like gross surgery shows too.
Right.
All that stuff on like Discovery Health and stuff.
Oh, good. Then I got some stuff I'll forward you from YouTube. It's like these things popping these big cysts on people's necks.
Oh my!
And it is and I have a strong stomach, and I was like, oh, something. Just look for that. Just look for cyst popping on the on YouTube, and you'll find that.
Okay.
Have you guys watched The Big Bang Theory? I thought the cast would be all over it.
I haven't. Maybe he has.
You heard of it though?
No.
That's the funny thing. It's a show about geeks. Physicists at some university in California, and it's just all about geeks and geekdom. And I just thought that they're in their third season. I thought everybody.
What channel is it on?
CBS. It's on Wednesdays.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, it's like, but I thought that that's the thing is I talked with other geeks that would appreciate or other stuff, and nobody's heard of it.
Huh.
But it's in their third season, so I was like,
well, obviously somebody's watching it.
Yeah, usually I always thought that CBS was just senior citizens watching it.
Yeah, I never really when I'm like flipping through the channels, I like hardly ever even look at the network stuff. I'm usually in the gross surgery channel realm.
Yeah, unlike you, we're always.
Or I like Japanese Iron Chef. That's a really big show.
Yeah. We were watching the American Iron Chef the other day. It's like, this is crap. I love Alton Brown, but
yeah, fuck that.
Other than Boston, since you toured and been around all over the country, other than Boston, what's your favorite city?
Oh, Boston is totally wouldn't even be our favorite city to really? Maybe I shouldn't diss Boston like that. Generally, well, here's the thing is that Boston crowds are generally very they stand there with their arms crossed and they don't really dance. It's tough. It's like that's kind of the and I mean our crowds specifically are better than that. Like it's people will dance and stuff, but Boston is generally a pretty tough city to play a show in. Like I mean they'll be into it, but they just don't dance. And where would be a good city? We always do really well in Pittsburgh. We have a really fun time in Pittsburgh. Like a lot of weird random places where you wouldn't Lansing, Michigan. We always have really fun crowds there. I don't know. It's weird, weird random places. I guess favorite ever. My personal favorite ever was Stockholm. That was crazy. I would love to go back there.
What, the city or just the audience?
Well, here's the thing is that we spent less than 24 hours there. We didn't get a chance to see the city at all. And it was heartbreaking because we were just, looking out the window of the car being like, oh, and yeah, we basically rolled into town, sound checked, got a little food, played the show, slept in our friend's studio and drove the next morning. It was very sad, but the show was awesome. It was huge. And they're Scandinavia in general, they really like their synthy music. So
yeah,
but it was crazy. It was we were playing a night a weekly kind of night that had a built-in audience. So I mean, we knew there were going to be a decent amount of people there, but they all were singing along and stuff. And we're like, oh my god, it was really surreal. It was great though.
So you're a lot bigger in Europe than America?
Well, that used to be true until the video game, the Guitar Hero thing happened here. And so now, we actually haven't been to Europe in a couple of years. I guess kind of second album era, we kind of concentrated on touring Europe. And we actually haven't been there since 2004, maybe, or 2005, something like that. we really want to go back, but I mean, we've kind of been concentrating our efforts here just because of,
Well, going back to the thing about Guitar Hero 2, and there hasn't been a lot of freeze pop exposure, and like as there was, and when Guitar Hero 1 and 3 came out. So has the popularity waned at all because of that?
I don't. It just hasn't really grown that much. It's just been sort of like there was like a big spike, and now it's kind of like plateaued a bit. So we're hoping with the next album, we'll, you know, get out there again.
Yeah, because you were mentioning the next. That was going to be one of my questions. Is when's the next album? Can you give us any information about the topics or titles or?
We're actually playing 2 new songs tonight.
Okay.
And we're hoping to have it out like early next year. We'll see. Like we're basically our plan is when we get back to town is to kind of buckle down and finish. We have a ton of demos, but they're in various stages of completion. So we're actually gonna like buckle down and try to finish things up.
Do you have a title selected?
Not yet. No. A couple things floating around. We'll see.
And so I'm sure everyone wants to know what hair products you use.
What hair products do I use?
And how you get the natural purple,
the natural pink. Yeah. Let me see. Well, I use some bleach, and then I used to use Special Effects Atomic Pink, and I went out this week trying to find some, and there was like none in Boston. I don't know if they've discontinued it, or I mean, I've tried a bunch of different stores, and nobody had it, and nobody knew what was going on. So I actually had to try a different kind this time, which actually came out pretty well. But the reason I liked Special Effects was because it lasted a really long time. So we'll see how this is Manic Panic. But so I use that, and then I use Garnier. It's like some sort of cream gel, like anti-frizz thing. It's funny, I started using it like a month ago or something like that, and so many people have commented on how my hair smells nice. It's really like I switched over, and like all my friends were like, "Oh, your hair smells."
And isn't that creepy when people come up to you and smell your hair?
Well, no, I mean, not like fans or whatever, but like my friends, like I'll see them and like hug them. I'll be like, "Oh, your hair smells really nice," and I'm like, "Oh, it's Garnier for peace." So anyway, if you ever want your hair to smell nice and you want to get a lot of compliments on how your hair smells,
I used to like Apple shampoo, and it used to be like early '90s. Apple shampoo was everywhere, and now there's no Apple shampoo.
oh yeah, it was that like Salon Selectives was definitely very apple smelling. I don't know if I haven't had.
No, I can't buy anything now. It's all this guava, whatever.
Yeah, I don't like apple smelling things.
Oh.
Yeah, the Garnier kind of smells like kind of fruity, like kind of non-specific fruity.
Yeah, what's your favorite fruit?
My favorite fruit, probably raspberries, I guess. Those would be awesome.
What about Sean? Can you speak for him?
He doesn't really eat fruit. He's not much of a. I mean, he'll have like bananas and stuff. I mean, he'll eat fruit, but he doesn't actively like fruit. I guess he likes fruit flavored candy so much better than actual fruit.
Oh.
Yeah. Or like, he'll have blueberry yogurt. Like he'll like blueberry type things, but he wouldn't just sit and eat blueberries, for example.
What products does Sean use to keep his hair? Or have you sneaked in his medicine kit?
I think he uses some Aveda stuff right now. Like the stuff that comes in the little like can thing. I don't know. I think he used to use Bedhead maybe, but I think now he's using Aveda. I think he uses like some Neutrogena for men stuff too. I don't know.
What do you guys do for fun when you're not writing music? Like it was Sean last year said, "Well, I'm writing music all the time," and you said, "Oh, you play with Legos." So other
he hasn't busted out the Legos in a while. We generally just kind of go out with our friends and go out dancing or whatever. We Sean goes out a lot. I go out less, but Sean goes out a lot. But yeah, we just generally like go to the bar with our friends and hang out. Or, I mean, we play with our dog a lot too. Like he takes up a lot of our time.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Sean's always commenting about Simon on Facebook.
We're so ridiculously like, yeah, that dog. he's endlessly fascinating to us. We're such goobers about him. It's really bad.
Well,
Well, I mean, it's good. It's good for him, definitely.
when people don't have kids, they dote on their pets.
Yeah, he's totally our big baby. That's like really the hardest part about touring is leaving him behind.
Oh, who takes care of him?
A combination of like we have a friend staying at our place now, and my brother and his wife will take him for a couple days here and there. They have a dog too, so
Yeah.
get to go play with his cousin.
What's the cousin dog's name?
Demon.
Demon.
I've probably posted pictures of him too. Yeah, he's on Facebook as well. So.
Oh, it reminds me. What's the deal with the relationship with Craig McNeil's eyebrow?
Oh, Craig McNeil's eyebrow gets him. Yeah, he's just a friend of ours, and he has an eyebrow. There it is.
Just one.
Well, one that's like the one eyebrow has a mind of its own.
Oh, I see.
I think like our friend, like another friend, made that profile for him. Craig McNeil was like, "Oh, all right."
Nice. So, if you were stranded on a desert island, what 3 items would you have with you? 4 more.
Shit, that's tough. Well, I'd like to have my friends with me.
Okay, we'll just say that's 1 item.
Yeah, that's an item, and my dog too. Yes, okay. Like everybody I know and like would be 1 item.
But then you wouldn't be on a desert island.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, forget that. Can I have my dog with me?
Sure.
Okay, I'd have my dog, and probably some handy tools, I guess, to like a knife, hammer, stuff like that. Kind of practical stuff. Maybe some music. Yeah, that would be very fun.
But I was hoping that Sean was going to be here because the next part of that question is, what if you were both on a desert island together? Then what items would you pick?
Oh, well, you'd probably want to have some sort of keyboards and probably a power supply. Yeah, shit. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the question. So what is the meaning of life?
Meaning of life. Have fun and try to make other people happy too.
Sure.
It's pretty good. Be a nice person. Don't be a dick.
Nice. That was really all the questions I had about for follow up because last year was.
Yeah, last year was pretty thorough.
Well, but it was because I did have all the questions like, well, how do you do musical processing?
Yeah.
It's like like how did you get started, whatever. But you guys were really good, so that the questions were progressive, and that led to other stuff. So it was really, I think it let a lot of your fans get a little bit more inside your head and what you guys are all about. I took off.
Cool.